Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. I'm Kate and I'm a doll collector and American Girl doll stop motion creator. And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you some upgrades and updates to my doll collection because I've gotten a lot more stuff and I kind of just want to show you how it's changed and just a little update because there's kind of a lot going on now. So I've bought stuff, I've been gifted stuff, I found stuff. A lot of these dolls are from my childhood that I collected, that I actually played with and had as my childhood dolls. But these are the dolls that I've kind of decided to upgrade from childhood status to collecting status. So I'm just very fortunate to still have these dolls because I didn't get rid of them because I was never really into getting rid of my dolls. So I'm fortunate to have these and say yes, they're from my childhood. Yes, I played with them, but I'm now accepting them as a part of my collection and I don't want to get rid of them. So this is everything. So let's get into it. Okay, so watch my last video if you want to see all of the LOL OMG dolls and my entire LOL collection because I got a ton of those. So minus the now 13 LOL OMG dolls that I have, I've also gotten a lot of other types of dolls. So let me show you. This is kind of going to be recorded all over the place just so that I can show everything without having to literally move everything because there's a lot. When I bought those LOL OMG dolls, they also came with 3 rainbow high dolls, which I don't have any rainbow high dolls. Well, now I do. Now I have 3. But these are so freaking cool. And by the way, I don't know the names of everything because how would I know the names of so many dolls? I mean, some people do, but I don't. Okay, so the 3 rainbow high dolls I got are this doll. And I honestly used to be scared of rainbow high dolls because their faces do look kind of scary. But now I'm somehow in love with them, so I don't know what happened. Right when I got a rainbow high doll, I was like, okay, wait, I love them. But she has actual eyelashes, which I mean, all rainbow high dolls do, but she's so cool in crazy good condition because I know this specific doll came with multiple outfits. So this might be a mix and match of her outfits, but comes together and looks really good. And for some reason, I heard people saying that she's a rare doll, which I don't know if that's true or how that could be true. But if you know anything about that, let me know. And this doll has a stand to perfectly match her, which is really good for displaying the dolls. And it's her. You're joking. Look how good her hair is. Well, it actually doesn't look that good. But she has the butterfly clips in her hair. Just ignore the fact that her feet are literally popping out of her heels. But if you ignore that, she looks pristine. And then my personal favorite doll, because she's big on filmmaking and I like making videos, this doll. Her bangs are a little fricked up and I don't know how to fix it, but her makeup's eating. So that's all I really care about. And I don't even know if this dress belongs to her because I was looking at her original outfit to see if I had everything, and I'm not sure this is her dress because it looked more purple online, but I don't know. But I will say I'm really happy that her hair is still in its original style, so I don't have to redo it, even though her bangs, why are her bangs so messed up? Actually, I don't really care. But I'm also happy that her stand matches her really well. So they have their colored stands. And then I don't know why she just doesn't have a stand. But it's fine because they sit and they can bend their knees, so it's easy for her displaying her. I store my rainbow high dolls and my Shopkins next to my LOLOMG dolls because I feel these are all the same vibe of dolls. So they're on the same shelf with random stuff surrounding it. I haven't actually bought any new Shopkins since 2019 or 2018 when Toys R Us was closing, when I got Zoe with her Shopkins and her playset. But I decided to display my Shopkins because I actually have a pretty good collection. This was from a Happy Meal in 2019, so I'm actually proud of that because obviously it's kind of harder to get something if it comes in a Happy Meal. But then these I just collected. These were found on the ground, or some of these clothes and these many things come from a closet Shopkins set. And then she had her own smoothie truck, which I actually have. Just random Shopkins. Oh, man down. And this Shopkin right here is actually really messed up, but my brother got this for me as my first Shopkin ever from his 6th grade class. Was having a giveaway thing and he got this for me. So I was in 1st grade, and it's a lotion dispenser, but people always got it confused with being a soap dispenser, which I can understand. So that's my OG favorite Shopkin. I'm pretty proud of this collection. I also organized it by the shirts and then the shoes, the heels, the little shoes, bag, hats, home type of stuff. This is, I think, my ultra rare Shopkin. This is my rarest Shopkin I have. And I almost lost it for a minute there. And then I had to find it because I wanted to display all my stuff and I was actually terrified that it was gone forever. But it's a pumpkin and it's silver. There's a series of Shopkins where they're ultra rare or limited edition, I'm not really sure, where they're platinum silver. So it's a pumpkin holding a candle. It was all the holiday Shopkins that did that, so this is the Halloween Shopkin, and you can see the bat engraving. These are my 2 Shoppies. I really want more Shoppies. Like, Shoppies are just taken for granted. They're so fun. I want more. I love them so much. So my scene dolls were a really popular thing in the 2000s for like tweens, and they were very big competitors. But I didn't actually know that my grandparents had my scene dolls for like 15 years that were kind of my childhood dolls, because whenever I'd go to their house, I would play with these dolls. And I don't know why I never like took them home. I always kept them at my grandparents' house. They were like my grandparents' house toys. But I just took them home because I was at my grandparents' house the other day and I discovered them. And yeah, they're original 1999 My Scene dolls. And they obviously are very, very messed up. And I did brush their hair, condition their hair. A lot of their hair came out in the process, which is like not good, obviously. But I just put them in like random clothes. These are literally LOL mixed with like Rainbow High clothes and then Barbie clothes. And their hair is really messed up. But this outfit low-key eats. But I'm still happy to have them because they are a 99 original. But they definitely have lost their value with the fact that their hair looks like this and they're so messed up. But they had their tattoos still, which is like the signature marking of the dolls that they are. And yeah, you can see it says, I don't know if you can read that. Can you read that? I don't know. It says 1999 on them. So they're original releases. And I think my grandparents just like found these and then kept them for whatever reason. But I'm happy to at least say that I have my scene dolls, even if they're really messed up. Another addition to my collection that I got in either 2018 or 2019 or 2020, sometime around there, is a Hair Adorables from the Slumber Party series. And she has a little bowl of popcorn. I never understood why it was green. I decided to add her into my official collection because I think she's really cute. Even though I only have one Hair Adorable, at least I can say I have a Hair Adorable. So my first ever Barbie that I got was the 2009 I Can Be a Ballerina Barbie. And you can tell this Barbie's been played with. And sometimes when I see dolls like this that are like very messed up, it makes me sad. But when I see this doll, I just think of all like the memories I have with her and how I literally would constantly play with her. And like her hair is very messed up, still somehow keeping the curls, but you can see her hair has been cut. I cut her some bangs. I was always cutting Barbie's hair. Her skirt is like super loose and coming off, but I never lost dolls' skirts. I think that's something I'm really proud of because a lot of people lose the dolls' skirts they can take off. And then they try to sell them without the skirts. I'm like, but you lost the skirt. That's like a big part of it. And I was never into losing the skirts. And this arm is like extremely loose. Somehow this one isn't, but her left arm, man. And then also her left ankle, because her ankles can move. I don't know what I was doing, but I ripped her freaking foot off. As you can see, it's been glued back on. And I remember doing that too, and I remember gluing it back on. But yeah, like her ankle clean broke off. And she has really like sticky face. You know that just happens to old dolls? That's what happened to her. But she's my most cherished Barbie doll because she is my first Barbie doll. So maybe this isn't something that everyone wants in their collection, but it's something that I want in my collection. And that's all that matters. Then I have this 2011 Barbie doll that comes with like this magic wand that you're supposed to use to stick these flowers on. Which I'm just surprised I still have this stuff. And I still have the tiara. Obviously her hair is very messed up and I had to redo it because I was so into like taking their hair out of the ponytail. But she has all of her stuff and her wings move. I just remember this being like one of the coolest Barbies I ever got when I was younger. She's very unique. Kind of going along with that, I have a Barbie Dreamtopia doll, which Dreamtopia was like a TV show. And for some reason I have a lot of dolls from specific Barbie movies or TV shows. So it was like Chelsea made this dreamland. And this is one of the dolls from it. And she's a fairy. You can take the wings off. And she was made in 2013. I think it's cool because Barbie only had like a little bit of that show. And then they made dolls for a little bit off of that show. But obviously these aren't being produced anymore. And they weren't produced for that long. So that's why I love having her. And I have a superhero Barbie from another TV show. Because look at her hand so that she can like use her powers. I think that's a really cool design. And then if you like took this off, it was supposed to be like, oh, I'm just regular Barbie. Well, now I'm a superhero type of thing. And my only Skipper doll I ever got was this Skipper doll, which her face has a really weird face design. Like, something's very off about the proportions on this doll. But she's one of 3 dolls, I believe. I think they had it was like a puppy chase thing where they had puppy chase Skipper, Stacy, and Barbie. So I have Skipper, but I always loved her. I feel like her hair is such a baddie. So that's why I just want to like officially put her in my collection, because she's my only Skipper doll. My first of 3 and my favorite Chelsea doll is the Chelsea and Pony collection. So this is the Chelsea doll. And she actually bends her knees so that she can ride the pony, which is pretty like innovative for a Chelsea doll. And this is the pony. And for some reason I can't find much about this online. Like, there's a lot of Chelsea riding a pony, or Chelsea's like doll line riding ponies, but not this specific collection. So I think that's kind of cool. And then I also got this. This is my only Stacy doll and one of my favorite Barbie collections. I got these at the same time so that I had just like so many ponies and horses riding going on. But I think that's super cool to display. Like, I don't know, it's so like 2000s Barbie, which is obviously like my era of Barbie, as you can tell. And it's like my favorite era of Barbie. And I think it's so cool. I don't know why I'm whispering. Hello? Okay. And then this is my Mad Hatter Wonderland Ever After High doll, which this is actually a rare doll because Wonderland versions of dolls were like not the main version of dolls. There's specific Mad Hatter version of this doll, but not the Wonderland version where it's like she's doing extra. And all of the Wonderland dolls, I believe, have their own clock. And I even have the ring of the Mad Hatter hat. Like, I didn't lose it. I'm so proud of myself. But yeah, they have their own clocks. I did break one of the earrings, and I did cut her bangs a little bit, but the hat covers up fine. And look at the detail on those shoes. They're cupcakes stacked on top of a teacup. Like, that's awesome. And then for my Sweet 16th birthday, I wanted something that was very Sweet 16 related. So I got this Sweet 1600 Draculaura Monster High doll. I actually had 3 Monster High dolls, but I sold all of them because I'm not into Monster High that much. But if I'm gonna get Monster High, I want one of the OGs, like Frankie or like Cleopatra or Draculaura, which is like the OG of the OG, I feel like. And so Sweet 1600 birthday. There is more birthday dolls, but this is because she's a vampire. She's turning 1600 instead of 16. And personally, I really like the newer versions of Draculaura, like how her legs are bigger and not as like slender. I think I'm just gonna keep it in the box for displaying purposes, but she's something that I'm really, really proud of. But I think she will be like one of my, if not my only Monster High doll, just because I'm not really into Monster High. I never really was. I think they're kind of scary. I think they're a little bit like too strange for me, but Draculaura is awesome. And her bangs, they eat. And for my birthday, from my best friend, I was given the 1995 Hallmark Special Edition Barbie, Holiday Memories Barbie, in box, which I don't know how she got this. It's signed by someone, so I think it was like someone gifted it to someone else in 1995, and it's super cool to have in box. And it's just such a 90s, oh, you can see the phone, hello. It's such a 90s design of a Barbie. I mean, obviously, but like, this is definitely something I'm gonna treasure. So yeah, I'm not gonna display all of these dolls, but it is just some upgrades to my collection and some things that I've added. Even though I've added more stuff, I have more stuff, this is just a small little update for you guys. So thank you for watching.